My name is Ernie Davis, and I am going to teach you en route about Honorable Ursula Birds and James Weldon Johnson. But first, who are we? We are the people who love museums and learning about Black history and love sharing what we learn with others. Everyone deserves to know their history, and parents, we will build confidence in your children and inspire them to read stories about real life heroes and sheroes. But first, let's help everyone have fun. Number one, listen to the speaker. Number two, email us when you have a question and explore the book shared today. And most importantly, have fun. And lastly, share what you learn with others. Who was Ursula? Ursula was born September 20th, 1958 in New York, New York. Ursula was raised in a low-income housing project on Manhattan's Lower East Side. She was the second of three children and has a sister and a brother. Ursula was raised by a single mother who was a home day caregiver. Her mom took ironing and cleaning jobs to earn money to pay for Ursula to attend private school. Ursula says, "Where you are is not who you are." How did Ursula reach her goals? She was good at math, and when a teacher told her she could only be a teacher or none, she went to the library and found her old job. She decided to be a mechanical engineer. Ursula earned a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering 1980 from the Polytechnic Institute of New York University in Brooklyn. She then earned a master's degree in mechanical engineering from Columbia University. Ursula joined Xerox as a summer intern. Xerox hired people like Ursula, minorities, into engineering program which paid a portion of her educational expenses. Ursula was also the first African American woman CEO of a Fortune 500 company. How was Ursula successful? From 1992, she was promoted many times in management and engineering. In 2000, she became senior vice president of Xerox and was a leader for operations. She was admired for global research, and she was named president of Xerox in 2007. 2 years later, she was named CEO, and in 2010, she became chairman of the board. President Obama named Ursula to his President Export Council and STEM Education Coalition. Oh, and a fun fact is, Ursula and Barack Obama are actually friends. And a mechanical engineer designs machines like electric generators and engines. And for our Learn More activity for kids, Ursula was a mechanical engineer, and you will be watching a video about me designing and launching an engineering project. Hello, my name is Ernie Davis, and I am going to teach you about an experiment that is kind of similar to Ursula Burns. That was an engineer that you learned about before. So prepare to have your eyes amazed and watch as I do. Telekinesis, the limitation of moving objects with your mind. I'm just kidding. It's called Magnetic interaction. It's when opposite poles attract but the same poles push repel. That is because the South Pole, this is the blue one, and the North Pole, this is the red one. If you kind of put it close together, you can feel that force kind of like attracting. But if you put the same color in, they're trying to like separate, like repel. Or something like this. Or this. This is magnetic attraction. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learn about my next group zero. Bye. Well, that was enough about Ursula Burns. Now let's move on to James Weldon Johnson. But who was James? James was born in 1871 in Jacksonville, Florida. His mom loved music, literature, and passed those loves on to James. James had one brother who was a music composer, and James graduated from Atlanta University, a historically Black college and university, also known as the HBCU. A music composer is someone who arranges technical aspects of each recording like harmony, rhythm, melody, and tone, and then perfect them with highly technical recording equipment and software packages. How did James reach his goals? He began his career teaching at Santon Elementary School for Black children. Once he became principal, he expanded the school to include high school students. While at Stanton, he began studying law. In 1898, he became the first Black man to be admitted into the Florida bar since Reconstruction. James moved to New York City to write for musical theater. With his brother, he composed 200 songs for Broadway. James retired after teaching creative writing at Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. Broadway theater are theatrical performances which are presented in the 41 professional theaters. How was James successful? He originally wrote the song Lift Every Voice and Sing to honor President Abraham Lincoln's birthday. James was selected to serve as United States Consul to Venezuela by President Roosevelt in 1906. 3 years later, he served as Consul to Nicaragua. James served as Executive Secretary of NAACP to fight against voter suppression. James wrote several books, including the Book of American Negro Poetry, the Autobiography of an Ex-Colored Man, and the Creation Book for Children. Voter suppression is a strategy used to influence the outcome of an election by discouraging or preventing specific groups of people from voting. Well, now we're going to watch an actual video about Lift Every Voice and Sing by Kira Shirt. Please stand. And all of us, please stand.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven rings. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the faith that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun like a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Well, that was Lift Every Voice and Sing by Kira Sherd. Hope you enjoyed the video. Well, that was the end of our heroes, but you can learn more by checking out these library books. Lift Every Voice and Sing, a celebration of the African American national anthem that you could actually memorize it so you can know it. And The Creation by James Weldon Johnson, and by Ursula M. Burns, former CEO of Xerox. Where You Are Is Not Who You Are, a memoir. And next class, on October 23rd, Saturday, all day on YouTube, we will be doing Jane Hinton and Ta-Nehisi Coates. Questions? Email us on contactus@thirdinstitute.org. Thank you for listening to Roots. I hope you enjoyed it.